Part 10. Strategy for the All Heavens Dungeon, starting from the Biohive. Author, I'm chasing water in the sky. Chapter 91. Mata, you're not doing the right thing. By the way, tell me about your plans. I promise not to tell anyone else. The Thousand Hands Pillar whispered to Madara Uchiha. However, everyone who understands knows that it is difficult to keep secrets between the pillars. Haxi's hot mother, I don't think I need to say it, Orochimaru should be able to say it. Orochimaru, hurry up. Hurry up, we're going back. Orochimaru glanced at Madara Uchiha and then at Obito. And the silent six-way pain, pause. Madara-sama, before I unravel the final mystery. I still hope you can control your emotions, you can't help but be beaten. Watching Orochimaru pretend to be a mysterious word. Madara Uchiha dismisses it. Could it be that his 160 plan will also go wrong? That's absolutely impossible. With my Uchiha Madara's intelligence, what 1,000 hands between the pillars, 1,000 hands between the doors. It's just the beginning of the plan. There are also Uchiha Obito and Nagato. It's all just a chess piece. What if it's announced by you now? What I have created is also a Jedi hidden in the shadows. I'm Madara Uchiha, the Black Hand of the ninja world. Looking at Madara's fearless look, Orochimaru didn't say much. Lord Dame, this so-called plan needs to start with your life and death battle. Didn't I say before that Madara-sama was resurrected with his Inaga's technique? It's also fortunate that it's the second generation of Lord Eyes, and with his dedication to the research and development of forbidden arts, he naturally won't let go of the corpse of Lord Madara. Senju nodded. That's right, after Big Brother killed Madara, I hid Madara's body. Pillar looked at the door with an incredulous look. Second generation adults, this is where Madara-sama is smart. He had calculated that his body would not be destroyed. After that, he used the Izanaga technique to resurrect him, and then transplanted it to himself with the flesh and blood of the Iome-sama that he had bitten off. So Madara-sama lived for a long time and found two helpers. Nagato and Obito. The implementation of the specific plan should be these two people, so what is the plan? Thousand Hands asked suspiciously. After all, this is the time to reveal the secret of Madara, which makes him very excited. The plan is simple. Give Nagato the Eye of Reincarnation and cultivate Uchiha Obito. It's all for the purpose of collecting ninja-tailed beasts, gathering the power of the 9-tailed beasts, and using the outer path golem to awaken the 10 tails. Resurrect Madara-sama with the innate technique of reincarnation. Then Madara-sama became the 10 tails pillar force and used the powerful Hitomi Infinite Tsukiyomi to destroy all living things. Then he absorbed all the living chakras, became the second 6 realms immortal, and finally created a new world according to Madara-sama's own will. That's Madara-sama's plan. What Orochimaru said, some of the terms, but everyone didn't understand. 10 tails. Gather 1 tail to 9 tails and 9-tailed beasts, and use the outer path golem to wake up 10 tails. Infinite moon reading destroys the world. Madara Uchiha even has to become the legendary 6 paths immortal. Each of these things shocked everyone. Who would have thought that Madara Uchiha would be doing so many things in secret? Even the 2 boosts he cultivated. Nagato, with Uchiha Obito. Now he has become the leader of the assassination organization that many people have a headache for. Mata, you have such a plan, why don't you tell me? Do you look down on me? Get out, Hasi, don't get close to me anymore. I'm the Black Hand of the ninja world, Madara Uchiha. Mata, I'm so sad when you say that. Seeing that Pillar and Madara were arguing again, Orochimaru hurriedly played around and immediately continued. Madara-sama, your plan. Read the violent novel, just go to the Fila Novel Network. If it weren't for my troubles today, I would have succeeded. Obito sneered on the side, interrupting Orochimaru's words. his plan is unlikely to succeed. Do you think I really don't suspect anything about Lin at all? But so what? When the time comes, I will become a 10-tailed human pillar force, and I will be able to destroy this false world. I can create a real world that belongs only to me and Lin. Hearing Obito's words, Orochimaru shook his head. Obito, you're too naive. You deceived and bewitched Nagato, and carried out the tailed beast capture plan with U-Zero. It is said that it is to create a weapon that can threaten the entire world and force peace in the ninja world. Nagato's plan is similar to the mushrooms in Kyushu. It can make all the great powers jealous and not start a war at will. And you, in fact, want to implement the Eye of the Moon project and achieve your own goals. Even at the right time, it's better to let Nagato die and get his reincarnation eye. Orochimaru's words naturally made Nagato and Konan, who were hiding in the dark, hear. Nagato. Xiaonan said softly, looking at Nagato. I've always kept him going, even though I know he has his intentions. After all, who loses and who wins, it's not certain. Today's ninja world is full of despair and pain, deception and betrayal. Now, we want to turn the world around and rise above the world. Only then can true peace be attained. It's a good thing to be here today and to hear so much news. What kind of 10-tailed human pillar force, my Nagato should be decided. Infinite monthly reading, just let me come. Nagato felt that he had made a lot of money by coming to the strip. The loss is Uchiha Obito and Uchiha Madara. It has nothing to do with him and has nothing to do with Nagato's half-dime. So you caught all the tailed beasts in advance. That's what you're confident about. Orochimaru 1.4. Obito asked. And Lei Ying, who had been on the side for a long time, also gritted his teeth and asked. Orochimaru, this is all your Konoha business, why did you lead it to our ninja village? Orochimaru, everything is your Konoha own business, the Akatsuki organization, the Uchiha, are all related to you Konoha. I seriously suspect that this is the conspiracy of Sarutobi Hichi. He is no longer satisfied with ruling Konoha, he wants to rule the ninja world. From beginning to end, the 3 generations of cigarette guns kept shaking, and when they heard this, they were startled. Orochimaru shook his head. Everyone, don't be impatient. It's coming to an end. Then the drill bit looked at Madara, who claimed to be the black hand of the ninja world. Madara-sama, do you really think you're the one behind this? Madara Uchiha. Strategy for the All Heavens Dungeon, starting from the Biohive. Author, I'm chasing water in the sky. Chapter 92. Madara-sama, do you really think you're the one behind this? Orochimaru's words seemed to have something unusual. When he looked at Madara, there was even a hint of banter. Orochimaru, what do you mean? Madara Uchiha's eyebrows jumped. Could it be that there are people in this ninja world who hide deeper than me? Madara-sama, haven't you ever doubted whether what is written on the stone tablet is true? Madara Uchiha paused, and his heart was shaken a little. How could this Orochimaru even know this? Orochimaru, what kind of steel are you talking about? What's in it? Pillar doesn't like these people to play dumb riddles, it seems that there is something to say. Master Dame, the stone tablet I am talking about is left by the legendary 6 Dao immortals. The purpose of what is written above is to help the Uchiha clan avoid going astray and guide them to the right path. But I didn't expect that in the ninja world, there is a black hand who has been modifying the stone tablet. Stir up a ninja war. Impossible, Madara Uchiha yelled. The Eye of the Moon plan above will definitely allow the Uchiha to move towards a peaceful 05 future. Looking at Madara, who was gradually getting out of control and flustered, Orochimaru continued to Madara. Madara-sama, some things have lived too long. It's so much it can do in such a long time. Orochimaru looked at Madara Uchiha. Then he smiled. I'm not wasting any more time. Some things are just saying, it's better to experience them on your own. If you don't talk to Madara-sama, you won't believe everything. As soon as Orochimaru's voice fell, he clapped his hands towards the sky. But the public ninja didn't understand the meaning of Orochimaru. But suddenly, I saw the wind and clouds change, and 9 huge tailed beasts appeared out of thin air. The huge chakra of the tailed beast instantly changed the color of the heavens and the earth. Everyone looked at the 9-tailed beast in horror. This is not the time to go all over the ground in a few years. Now, the appearance of a tailed beast will cause heavy casualties in the great ninja village. Not to mention the appearance of the 9-tailed beast. It's finally started, Orochimaru, hurry up, I'm still busy. Yo, yes. Stupid fox, you just lost, I've just reached the finish line. The 9-tailed beasts were chattering and making a mess, ignoring the crowd. Hey, that's not Madara, I'm here to talk to you today, ahaha. Yo, check, let's dig out our hearts together. And seeing the tailed beast appear, Kazekage Ruksha shouted towards Ichio. Ichi-tailed Morizuru. Lei Ying looked at the 8-tailed cow ghost, and the 2-tailed brigade. Orochimaru, what happened to Kiribi and Yujito? Ha ha ha. Orochimaru laughed, but said gloomily. Everyone should know that the human pillar power that was pulled out of the tailed beast is, of course, dead. Of course, Orochimaru is a lie. Nagato and Fugaku, but they are people who are clear about their fate. With the assistance of the origin, there is a lot of research on the technique of separating the tailed beast without letting the pillar force die. Look at the resentful and frightened people. Orochimaru turned his head to look at Madara. Madara-sama, Nagato, Obito. Who are you going to absorb the tailed beasts? The first generation, the second generation, you two better not move. If you read a violent novel, go to Fila Novel Network. Heard Orochimaru with an inexplicable sense of intimidation. Hundreds, thousands, of small projections appear in the sky. In the picture, it is all the countries of the entire ninja world. There were countless people below, all looking up at the sky in horror. Orochimaru, are you risking everyone's lives and threatening us? Thousand Hands looked at Orochimaru calmly, but the fingers that were quietly raised had already been put down. Lord Nidame, it's coming, you wait. Now, I just want everyone to witness together, absorbing the 9-tailed beast and becoming a 10-tailed human pillar force. The 3 of them, who will be the winner in the end? And Orochimaru looked at Madara and asked provocatively. Madara-sama, did you say that Nagato and Obito will resurrect you according to the original plan and use the innate technique of reincarnation? Madara Uchiha ignored Orochimaru's provocative questioning. But in my heart, I thought, now let you go crazy first. When the black hand of the ninja world, Madara Uchiha, retrieves the eye of reincarnation, he will let you know why the flowers are so red. Nagato, it seems that you don't want to resurrect me. Madara thought to himself and looked at Liudeo Pain while secretly contacting Black and White Jew. But his eyes were on Obito. Obito, what are you going to do? Obito looked at the 9-tailed beast, his eyes flickering. Obito, the Eye of the Moon project can create a peaceful world that belongs to our Uchiha no matter what. Even if you have it. It's a world for you and Lin, and no one will bother. Madara was bewildered towards Obito. The priority now is to find Nagato. Nagato definitely won't use the reincarnation innate art to resurrect himself now. Then fight, and then use the Black Jedi to control him to perform the spell. When the time comes, a belt soil that has been placed under the spell seal, isn't that just his own discretion? Madara is naturally a little afraid of the power of the reincarnation eye. 837. As for Obito, don't look at the Shinwei cow pie. But it's really much worse than the filthy earth spots, and the 6 paths of pain. Moreover, today's filthy soil spots are the proud work of Orochimaru. It is almost completely possessed of the power of life. but although the use of cloning technology is involved. But after all, the research time is still short, not my own body. The choice of belted soil, or what choice can belted soil have? Of course, you can only choose Madara. The people of the Xiao organization are still waiting to see what happens. Nagato naturally passed through the Rokido pain and saw the choice of Obito. The man who gave him the will now have his eye back. Xiao Nan, do you think our wish can be fulfilled? Nagato, no matter what, I'll be on your side. It's only one step away from our dream, the tailed beasts have all gathered, as long as they are absorbed, I will become a 10-tailed human pillar force, with the power of the 6 immortals to destroy the world. Then I can make the world feel pain, think about pain, accept pain, understand pain. Between Nagato's muttering, Heavenly Deo Pain finally made a move in front of everyone. He stood in mid-air, looking down at everyone with his reincarnation eyes. Mouth. Who gave you a bag of rice? You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Strategy for the All Heavens Dungeon, starting from the Biohive. Author, I'm chasing water in the sky. Chapter 93. Let's get started. Let the world feel the pain. Super Shenluo Heavenly Sign. The battle is on the verge of breaking out. Heavenly Deo Pain is the first to attack. With him as the center, a powerful repulsive force instantly spread to all around. Nagato. Madara naturally knew what the Shinra Celestial Expedition was. Indiscriminate attacks, with extremely rapid frequency. This is Konoha village. Naturally Orochimaru won't stop it, he's just the host who starts the stage. Now, the direction of the ninja world will be decided on the stage of Konoha. Big brother. Qianshao is worthy of being a research expert, and he senses that it is not good at the moment when the repulsion strikes. Mudun, the tree realm is coming. But the speed between the 1,000-hand pillars is faster. Except for Mudun, this man is all immortal, and he did it himself. Under the repulsion of repulsion, the earth seems to be crushed inch by inch. But the wooden escape between the pillars is when countless trees stretch out quickly, and they are uprooted. The villagers who were rolled up with leaves on the branches of the trees were protected. It's okay to save people, but you must not meddle in their battles. Orochimaru said towards the 1,000 hands pillar. Remind him that there are tens of thousands of aerospace aircraft carriers in the sky above the entire ninja world now, hidden above the clouds of the sky. Look at the whole planet. Atsuki-Kiya village, that is, the younger brother of the 6 Deo immortals. It was brought to the moon, the people of the night vigil sealed. Win the war on the moon and kill the white-eyed people of the clan family. Is also silently watching the great changes in the earth. Countless steel machines, orbiting the planet or staying in space. This is not an illusion like the destruction of the 4 hidden ninja village. It's real. There was no sound between the 1,000-hand pillars, concentrating on the smoke and dust formed by the repulsion, agitating Mudun and rescuing the villagers. 1,000 hands glanced at Orochimaru deeply, and the chakra on his body surged. What kind of technique is this? Kakashi grabbed Sakura, the god of his own weapon, and quickly left. Everyone came to the periphery of Konoha. In the smoke and dust in front of you, you can only see the black shadows of the trees moving to save people. And Pain 6 Deo, it seems, has only done a trivial thing and stands in the sky. I have to say that Nagato's chakra is quite sufficient. After all, it has the blood of the Vortex clan. When the smoke clears, the whole Konoha is already in tatters. The ground left a huge hole. The wooden escapes between the pillars were all shattered by repulsion. Help! 3 generations, the god of textbooks, looked in horror at Konoha that had been completely destroyed. Nagato, are you like this? Do you treat me who gave you the eye of reincarnation? Madara said coldly. but I have to admire that the Eye of Reincarnation is really powerful. The ninjas who opened the Eye of Reincarnation in the ninja world, except for the 6 immortals. It's only Madara Uchiha. But no one, on the battlefield, has truly seen the horror of the reincarnation eye. Madara. For your reincarnation eye, I am grateful. I thank you so much, thank you for making me the god who carries the world on my back. Tendo Pain's gaze swept over the panicked Zongnan, and he looked at Madara Uchiha indifferently. God. Are you kidding me? Since I think you're a god, I, Madara Uchiha, will let you see what a real god is. Heavenly hindrance quake. Madara Uchiha laughed out loud when he heard Nagato's self-proclaim. If you read a violent novel, go to Fila Novel Network. There are people who become gods in front of themselves. Suddenly, Madara Uchiha's voice just fell. Everyone found that it was dark, and a huge meteorite fell from the sky and smashed into the 6 paths of pain. The ninjas in front of them have never seen such a formation. A Shinra celestial sign, this is another celestial hindrance shock. This is what the gods fight? And in the middle of the air in the center of Konoha, Liudeo Pain saw that the huge meteorite fell down directly. Super Spicy Tiansen. The force of the huge meteorite crashing down collided with the huge repulsion. And the soil is instantly blurred and disappeared. Could it be that he has found Nagato's body? In an instant, the repulsion collided with the meteorite, and the winner was already separated. The boulder had stopped falling, but Madara did smile. Humph, I really have some skills, but... what are you going to do with one more? Bang! Suddenly, in the sky, another meteorite fell. In the distance, Nagato's body suddenly trembled, and the violent chakra consumption made his body even more painful. Nagato. Xiaonan looked at Nagato worriedly. It's okay, it's almost there, peace is coming from the ninja world. Nagato's goal is clear. Absorb the tailed beast and become a 10-tailed human pillar force. As for whether to use Madara and Obito, the so-called Eye of the Moon plan, or to carry out his own plan to make the world miserable. Wait until that's done. Xiaonan, it's here with soil. Sure enough, Obito, who has space ninjutsu, quickly found it in search of Nagato. Nagato, cooperate, we're all vulnerable to Madara. Only by working together can we beat him. I just want to have Rin's world, and you can do the rest. Obito is the weakest of the 3, and he knows it himself. But if you watch Madara defeat Nagato, get the reincarnation eye. Then, all plans will come to naught. Xiaonan stood in front of the long gate, staring closely at the ill-intentioned Obito. And Nagato controls the 6 paths of pain, and it is also in the battle of Madara. The chakra was rapidly decreasing, and the body was already weaker. Found you. Nagato. For a while, Nagato's ears rang out, and Madara Uchiha's voice also sounded. Madara Uchiha has too many chakras, and it's a body reincarnated in the dirty earth. Zhao is good. Against the 6 pains, there is no pressure at all. There's no way, Nagato is really in combat talent, it's too bad. For the use of the Eye of Reincarnation, or development, it is too far worse than Madara Uchiha. Nagato, don't hesitate, let's work together and give me a reincarnation eye to fight against Madara Uchiha. But apparently, Madara Uchiha wouldn't be thinking about giving them both a chance. Bang! In an instant, the power of the huge flame burned down the entire treehouse made of Xionan rune paper. Madara Uchiha was already standing in the sky. Naturally, the village was watching the live broadcast of the holographic projection. Orochimaru was also watching with interest. He knows. When Madara Uchiha, who claims to be the Black Hand of the ninja world, continues to complete his plan. When he first asked, he would have a spotted face in public. When the time comes, be sure to taunt Madara in front of him. Strategy for the All Heavens Dungeon, starting from the Biohive. Author, I'm chasing water in the sky. Chapter 94. Ding. Task change. Real-time dynamic dungeon, middle ninja exam, task status change. Mission, Ninja World War. Requires the completion of the unification of the ninja world. This quest is changed to no restriction status. This quest is a long-term quest, no time limit. Note, the basic of unifying the ninja world is to obtain at least 60 people in the ninja world, and 60 ninjas to return to the heart. Reward, become a world power in the fourth origin country. Fuyu and Mizuman glanced at each other, and they both saw the surprise in each other's eyes. Fuyu's eyes are not writing will eyes at this moment, but reincarnation eyes. Intercolumnar cells, the great snake pill has got a lot. Fuyu, this is our ninja world's opportunity to go to the heavens and all worlds, and we must not fail. Fugaku looked at the light curtain in front of him, then looked up at the video. At this moment, the dispute between Madara, Nagato, and Obito is nearing its end. Madara. Brush. The Akatsuki organization appeared in an instant. Uchiha Itachi even directly turned on Susanoo. Guys, I said you haven't started your battle yet. Orochimaru shouted loudly, his face flushed, obviously a little excited. Isn't it that the UN master watched me work hard to build the stage, which made him happy? So you gave us this opportunity in the ninja world. It must be like this. The stage for the final defeat of the ninja world has been set up, but don't let these people ruin it. Orochimaru, who are you going to listen to you? Jiraiya shouted resentfully, after all, what caused Konoha was indirectly related to Orochimaru. Bang. The moment Zilla also shouted, the tailed beast Jade of the nine-tailed beasts burst out. The meaning is obvious. 627 If you do not listen, the tailed beast will listen. Moreover, just when everyone wants to jump and take action against Orochimaru, in the sky, a huge gap opened. The whole world has been drawn in a neat black line. For a moment, everyone looked at the sky. In the underworld, the faces of the six immortals were solemn. What kind of power is that, exactly? Just by looking at it, a powerful power like worship is born. It makes people not have the slightest sense of fighting. I didn't see the nine-tailed beast, looking at the gap, lying on the ground, so well behaved. But there was no movement in the crack in that space, as if something was still waiting. Madara-sama, hurry up, aren't you going to retrieve the Eye of Reincarnation? Aren't you trying to get your power back? Aren't you going to be a 10-tailed pillar force? Aren't you going to become a 6-Dao immortal? We're waiting for you. Orochimaru shouted excitedly at Madara, as if urging Madara. The two brothers between the pillars and the front also looked at the crack solemnly. It wasn't an illusion, it was real, tearing the cracks of space. Pretending to be a ghost. Madara Uchiha is still arrogant and disdainful of everything. Obito, you're hard, but you still have a spell sigil. Do you think you can resist me? Obito's face froze, and he stood still under his feet. The only one who guards Nagato is Xiao Nan. The other members of the Xiao organization had just been blown up by the tailed beast cannon of the nine-tailed beasts, and they didn't dare to do it easily. Nagato, do you want me to kill her in front of you? Xiao Nan, get out of the way. Nagato. Xiao Nan is in a dilemma, and it is, of bite, at this time. A pitch-black hand suddenly reached out from the ground and grabbed Nagato's chest. Moment. Black slime rose from the ground and covered Nagato's body. With Nagato's already weak and almost exhausted chakra, he couldn't stop it at all. Black absolute best. Long time no see, Madara-sama. Without further ado, let's get started. Madara didn't know why in his heart now, but he was actually a little uneasy. He blamed this on the crack in the sky, the mysterious organization behind Orochimaru. However, as soon as he is fully resurrected and the eye of reincarnation is retrieved, everything will work according to his plan. And in full view of everyone, Kuroja controls Nagato and pinches the handprint with Madara. The innate art of reincarnation. Madara Uchiha. Full resurrection. Madara clenched his hands, feeling a strong heartbeat that he hadn't felt in a long time. The feeling of blood boiling in the body is really fascinating. Well done, Black Absolute. Madara-sama, this is the will of my Black Absolute existence. Black Jedi said upon. Madara arrogantly walked towards Nagato, who had no idea of life and death, and reached out to take down a pair of reincarnation eyes. Homeopathy smeared on his eyes. I have to say, this ninja eye, the ability to plug and play, is really good. And when Madara opens his eyes the next moment, it is complete, double reincarnation eye Uchiha Madara. Madara-sama, now that you've decided the winner. Tailed beast, but it's ready for you. Orochimaru's words made everyone frightened. The spots that have not yet become the eyes of reincarnation can be fought with the pillars. Now it is reincarnation in hand, and it is completely resurrected. If you become a 10-tailed human pillar force, you will have the power of the legendary 6 immortals. Then in this ninja world, who else can stop Madara Uchiha? Is that just the 1,000 hands pillar of the reincarnation of the filthy earth, or the entire ninja world uniting? If you read a violent novel, go to the Filu Novel Network. What the hell do you want to do? But this kind of thinking. But when Madara came to Konoha with Obito and Kuroju, he disappeared in an instant. That huge momentum, just by being looked at by the eyes of reincarnation, it seems to fall into the oppressive feeling of death. Orochimaru, where did you get your confidence, who gave you the courage? The moment Madara Uchiha retrieved the eye of reincarnation, he had already dispelled a lot of uneasiness in his heart. At this moment, that arrogant and uninhibited Madara Uchiha is back. Haxi hot mom, do you see it? This is my real posture now. Madara sheds his armor, revealing a white face on his chest. Mada, can you talk about this kind of thing quietly? This is in public. Phew. Madara was obviously annoyed by Tsuruma's words again, and turned his head to look at Orochimaru. Let's start, Madara-sama, the tailed beasts are all here. As long as you become a 10-tailed human pillar force, summon the divine tree, and cast an infinite moon reading, you will be able to see the real world. Madara Uchiha narrowed his eyes, looking at Orochimaru's completely calm appearance. Humph, I'm going to see what else you can do now. Spiritism Outer Deo Golem. Bang bang bang. Under the horrified gaze of the people, a huge monster that surpassed the tailed beast towered on the ground. A roar shook the clouds and mist in the sky open a large hole. It's finally started, hurry up, finish this order, Watergate said, give us a holiday. With the greeting of the 9 tails. The tailed beasts were stunned by Madara, and one by one, they burrowed into the mouth of the outer golem. Faintly, it seems that an inexplicable and wonderful voice was heard. I made friends with Pretty Boy and was going to go over for a vacation. What kind of fire unicorn that one SP, I can't tell the male and female, and I actually want to arch me. Madara-sama, congratulations. Since the 6 Paths Immortals, the first ninja in the ninja world to possess the full power of the 6 paths. Orochimaru said with a smile towards Madara. In the sky, this is already a dark cloud. Madara, on the other hand, incorporated the 10 tails into his body in a few breaths. The powerful power of the 6 realms surged, forming a white feather coat on the surface of the body. A pitch-black tin staff was held in his hand. One by one, the seeking jade swelled behind him. Is this the power of the 6 realms? Madara Uchiha waved casually. A Deo-seeking jade rushed towards the distant mountains. Suddenly, under everyone's attention, the mountain range not far away was directly blown to pieces. The violent impact swept through the already destroyed Konoha. This is the power of God. This kind of power is by no means something that the current ninjas can resist. Not even between the columns. Mata, you've become so strong. I still remember when I was young. Madara heard the fragmented thoughts between the pillars, and made up his mind. I want to create a world without pillars. Orochimaru. See not, this is the power of eternity, the power of God. Orochimaru couldn't help but laugh even more excitedly when he listened to Darrera's arrogant words. Ha ha ha. Madara laughed and looked at the world. Finally, I can finally transform the world according to my own will. Finally, it's time to build a peaceful world for the Uchiha. Rumble. Just as Madara Uchiha was enjoying the future, the cracks in the sky were tearing open. It was like a piece of cloth tearing, and there was a loud noise. Everyone looked up into the sky. It was a myriad of figures, standing there. And among them, there are familiar figures. 4 generations of Muobo Feng Shui Gate couple. Mr. and Mrs. Uchiha Fugaku. Are they also reincarnated? The others were speculating, but Madara could actually feel it. Bofeng Shuman, and Uchiha Fugaku, that strong vitality. The person who is reborn from the filthy soil is completely in 2 states. Uchiha Itake's eyes widened as he looked at his parents. My heart trembled, and my eyes seemed to be back to that night, and my parents did not resist, but were killed by themselves. The 3 generations of apes flew to the sun, looked at the wave of wind and water, and thought of the decision they made on the night when the 9 tails appeared. It's not my fault. It's all for the development of the village, for the strength of Konoha. It's the will of fire. Bofeng Shuiman and Uchiha Fugaku, the first to fall, looked at all the ninjas. It's been resurrected for so long it's finally open in front of the ninja interface. Let's fight. The pain of the ninja world is coming to an end. The future of the ninja world is about to begin. The fate of the ninja world is about to be broken. Strategy for the All Heavens Dungeon, starting from the Biohive. Author, I'm Chasing Water in the Sky. Chapter 95. Gun sat on Mount Kinabalu and didn't pay much attention to the battle in the ninja world. With only 1 strength of the 6 paths, even without their own help, the raiders can easily fight. Didn't you see Xiao Yan's Xiao Clan's Do Sheng, Yao Lao's Yao Clan's Do Sheng, and Xiao Yan's childhood sweetheart Gu Clan's Do Sheng, still watching the battle from the side? Xiao Yan and Yao Lao are still smart. After all, they are not a national force, but a scattered force. Those who can be invited to join the origin and become a raider, even if they have an invitation, have an upper limit. The 2 of them combined, of course, are recruiting troops in the different fire world. And if the strong take precedence. And there are also Uchiha Fugaku and Bofeng Shuman, really these 2 have been living for so long, and there is no growth entered? Orochimaru's research was not done in vain, but he brought the intercolumnar cells, the writing willi, these. Moreover, they have separated the power of all tailed beasts, and Fuyu has channeled some 10-tailed bodies. The 2 of them will be able to possess the power of the 6 realms if they divide the reincarnation eye. What's more, in addition to ninjutsu, they also have all kinds of supernatural powers in the origin. They are smart people who don't do useless things. Of course, there were some people who didn't go because they were in retreat. For example, the Eastern Emperor Tai, he has obtained the Kunpeng treasure technique, one of the 10 fierce ones, and is in retreat. It's better to wait for them to abuse the ninja world in blood, and wait for the Black Absolute to dig out his heart and go to see it. That's a famous scene. Kajin enjoyed Yuri's kneading shoulders while thinking about business. He opened a light curtain, which listed a few things that he needed to modify himself. New classification scheme for Dungeon Secret Realm. The epoch dotted on the light curtain and made changes. In the end, I was finally satisfied. Dungeon Secret Realm, except for the special unrestricted Secret Realm, all other Secret Realms will open the team grading system. This is to avoid the large with the small too. For example, like Naruto, he relies on the 9 llamas every day, and directly opens a group to bring people to earn points. I heard that business has been down for the past few days. It seems that there are more business-grabbing people. Dungeon teaming, first, can't surpass the captain of a big realm. Second, you can't go beyond the captain's next and lower realms. This means, for example, that is the transcendent 5th level, and can only form the transcendent 4th, 5th, and 6th levels. Transcendent 9th level, can form transcendent 8 or 9 levels, but cannot form human immortal level 1. Now it's a bit chaotic to brush the secret realm of dungeons, and most of them have started to earn points with large and small ones. In this case, it is not so encouraged. After all, lying down to win is not a good habit. The dungeon is newly classified, there is no longer a star rating, only the entry restriction. It used to be a 1-star and 2-star dungeon secret realm. Not now, the star display of the secret realm has been cancelled directly. Instead, it was changed to an admission restriction. That is, the level limit. If you don't reach that level, you can't enter that dungeon secret realm. But there is one exception. That's the dark dungeon, which has no level limit. Lord, here we go. Yuri's 2 small hands smashed Gun's thinking head and looked at the battlefield of the ninja war. At this moment, the surrounding area of Konoha and the land within a radius of thousands of miles have been shattered. Jiraiya lay on the ground decadently, unable to understand why Watergate did such a thing. All the shadows of the past dynasties were reincarnated and resurrected as filthy earth, and they were summoned by Orochimaru. It's not to attack the ninja world, but to help the ninja world. They were all defeated. Between the Thousand Hands Pillar and the Thousand Hands Pillar, I have never seen that kind of power. The divine power of Obito is, in the eyes of many people, nothing anymore. There are too many people who have mastered the art of space. Especially those high-level Doshen, crushing the space with their bare hands and walking at will, they are simply like gods on the ground. And the power of the 6 realms in the legend, Madara, who has been planning for a long time, has just been obtained. Immediately ran out of an Uchiha Fugaku, and there was also a wave of wind and water. If you read a violent novel, go to Filu Novel Network. It's just disturbing. Although their power of the 6 realms is much worse than Madara's. But they remove the power of the ninja. He also has other powers that he has never seen before, and is completely different from chakra. Even Madara summoned the divine tree and absorbed the chakras of countless ninjas. Unexpectedly, a man with a sword slashed to the ground with a sword. However, in a daze, I was guided by the sacred tree. The divine tree was absorbed, and it was truly integrated with the 10 tails and the divine tree. That's why it's been going on for so long. After all, compared to high-end combat power, the ninja world is too little now. Even in the later stage of the original Fate, it still relied on temporary opening to give the protagonist the power to fight back. Moreover, in terms of high-end combat power, there are too few other ninja villages. In addition to the Black Absolute Mother, it can even be said that this is a history of Konoha's internal fighting. Everyone else is soy sauce. With the help of Black Jedi, Ban struggled to his feet. Haxi's hot mother, I didn't expect us to fight side by side and be beaten like this. Only the torso was left between the pillars of dirt, pierced by a bone spear and stuck in the tree. Don't be afraid, Mata, I'll go to hell with you. Get out. Haxi's hot mother, I just didn't expect that I was not the savior of this world. I plan my forces and just want to create a world where all ninjas don't fight anymore. Let this hell become a paradise so that people can be honest with each other. Let fear, doubt, hatred, and betrayal end. It's a pity, it's all over now. At this moment, the ninja world has obviously been completely defeated. But the Big Snake Pill and the Watergate, as well as their helpers, although some people died in battle, they didn't seem to feel distressed at all. Motor. Suddenly, Pillar shouted loudly at Madara. Madara only felt a pain in his heart at the moment. I saw the big black hand in front of me, and I dug into Madara's heart and wore it. You're right. Madara. You are indeed not a savior. And it's not over. Orochimaru is right. Why do you think that you are the mastermind behind the ninja world? Why do you feel that you are different from everyone else? Madara. These are just dreams I painted for you. Madara couldn't move, but he said in a trembling voice. Black Jedi, what are you talking about? You are my creation, you are the embodiment of my will. Heiju-sen smiled. Madara, you're wrong, my will, it's Kagaya. Finish. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Strategy for the All Heavens Dungeon, starting from the Biohive. Author, I'm chasing water in the sky. Chapter 96. Finally, it's over. Orochimaru walked up to Madara and looked at Madara, who had been stabbed in the heart. This scene made him wait for a long time. If you don't talk to Madara-sama, you won't believe everything. Remember what I said. Black Jedi slowly fell from Nagato's body, turning into black mud, and said. Orochimaru, even if you know all this, what's the use? Next, it's your end. My mother, Kagaya Itsuki, the ancestor of Chakra. Poof haha. Orochimaru couldn't hold back his laughter when he heard it. And at this moment, the ground trembled violently. The huge chakra that was absorbed by the sacred tree and hidden underground, rushing through the earth and gathering into Madara's body. Heiju, are you 257? Is that you have lived too long? What is wrong with your brain? Why do you think that the appearance of the big barrel wood Kagaya can solve all this? A traitor with a big barrel of wood. You, how do you know? Heiju asked with some ominous premonitions in his heart. Madara, see you later. Orochimaru ignored Kuroju, and said to Madara, who was about to lose consciousness. The two of them, Mizuman and Fuyu, walked to the side of Orochimaru and waited quietly. Wait for the appearance of Kagaya. 4 generations, what are you talking about? Chakra is running out, and the filthy earth body is about to crumble. The Thousand Hands asked towards the water gate. He saw something different. I also wondered in my heart, but so many ninjas died. Even the infinite moon reading has pulled the entire ninja world into a dead silence. Master Ichime, wait a little longer and you'll know. If I don't convince everyone, no one will believe me. What appears now will be the founder of the ninja world, the ancestor of Chakra, the mother of the 6 immortals, Kagaya Itsuki. Ha ha ha. The Thousand Hands pillar squinted and smiled, looking at the 6 water gates that didn't seem to be a joke. Okay, I'll wait. I always think that after that, it must be interesting. The voice between the pillars just fell, in mid-air. The body was swollen with countless chakras and began to shrink suddenly. But instantly, a tall, fair-skinned woman in a white feather coat, dragging her long hair that hadn't been trimmed for many years, suddenly opened her eyes. The pure eyes are the white eyes of the Hyuga family. The brow was agitated. A blood-red reincarnation chakra eyes opened. It seems that just by looking at it, you can see infinite fear. And the origin army has now retreated. Anyway, the crack above the head is open, and it can support at any time. There are a few origin spaces left, and some of the top powerhouses of the present day are here. There is also a person deliberately left by Watergate, who can be said to be an ordinary person. Itsuki Kagaya, I've been waiting for you for a long time. Fugaku and Mizuman came to Kagaya, and the inexplicable momentum formed by the huge chakras shook everything around them, and even the air seemed to become viscous. The power of the 6 realms. The big barrel wood Kagaya's face was flat, and his eyes swept around, but he saw the cracks in the sky and the origin of the raider. The power of another world is different from the power of Chakra. Kaguya felt a slight difference in strength. Those people looked at it with white eyes, and the energy that was completely different from the Chakra was all over the body. And the crack in the heavenly vault is not visible at all. Among them, there is a power that makes people's hearts palpitate, and it seems that if you look at it again, you will die. That's real death. Yes, Kaguya-sama, I'm looking for you this time, but I have something to discuss. Kaguya looked at Shumen and Fuyu indifferently, waiting to see what they had to say. The water gate is a spiritual light, containing the information of the origin copy, the information of the heavens and all the worlds. This is high-end combat power, and it cannot be wasted. Heavens and 10,000 worlds, copy secret realm. Martial arts, magic, skills, fighting spirit, science and technology. Read violent novels, go to Fila Novel Network. I have to say that the news still shocked Kaguya. You don't need a chakra fruit to be stronger. The power of the chakra and the power of the white eye are nothing more than the power that others can practice and master at will. Yin, yang, water, fire, wind, thunder, time, space, etc. Kaguya-sama, how about it, join us. And, I can tell you the news that one of the big barrels of wood will arrive soon. His name is Big Barrel Mokpo Zero. Moreover, the big barrel of wood that was with you back then didn't die. I'm not dead. This has to be said, which surprised Kaguya. Well, Kaguya-sama, if I don't fight you, I'm afraid you won't believe me. Watergate frowned, not knowing what to think. I've only got one person on my side, and I've fought with you. If you win, then you are free. If you lose, join us. Don't worry, I'm only using an ordinary human on my side. Kaguya frowned. The white eyes swept over everyone, and there was only one ordinary person. A middle-aged man who looks extremely ordinary. Good. Kaguya agreed, because she was really interested in the origin space. Moreover, the Big Barrel Wood is not dead, and there are other people from the Big Barrel Wood tribe here. Needless to say, it's definitely coming against yourself. Master Li, this last battle, I will ask you for a favor. Shumen said to Li Jing, who was a little confused. Well, I'll give it a try. No way, I've just entered here today. Li was in a daze and was pulled into the maid cafe that had just opened today. Well. No, it's supposed to be called a succubus cafe. Origin is a game cafe belongs to the kind of 2.0 that minors can't go into play. So that the bag is shy. It's not. The appearance fee of the ninja world here is quite high, so of course I responded to it in one bite. Of course, you must not learn from Li and play this one-handed game. Nothing interesting. Li just wanted to earn some points and improve the food in the Li mansion. Just buy some beautiful clothes for madam. Give Neza a little more hush money. Li Jing was far away from the night, and the momentum in front of him made it difficult for him to take a step. Kaguya thought there was something different about this person, but that's it. And when she was about to attack, I saw Li Jing raise his sword and slash. Demon, look at the sword. Bang. Based on the range in front of Li Jing. I saw the stunned big barrel of wood Kaguya kneeling on his knees, his hands folded, and he held it above his head. Atsuki Kaguya. Strategy for the All Heavens Dungeon, starting from the Biohive. Author, I'm Chasing Water in the Sky. Chapter 97. In the Origin. The Succubus Cafe is very popular these days. This is also a multi-dimensional dungeon secret realm. But you can't form a team, you can only play alone, and minors can't enter. This dungeon type belongs to the cultivation class secret realm. Play this, don't think about getting points. Because you still have to post points upside down and raise your own succubus. The specific content of the secret realm, because of the original agreement. I can't say much, after all, it involves the personal privacy of the raider. It's been 5 days since the Great Ninja War. Kyushu, with its orderly development, is the most stable among the existing 3 major powers. They were about to have a ceremony and then shock the world. It's time for their next project. Dakin is also on the fast track. The sons of the 100 schools of thought have their own development, and at the same time assist Dakin to build the country. Now Dakin's copy of Kyushu's homework. In line with the principle of building roads before you want to get rich. Dakin's main highways, high-speed railways, airports, and so on, all of them have already blossomed and borne fruit in the entire Great Chain. However, outside of Dakin, it is only the airport and base that are repaired first. After all, the current Great Chain rules a world, but the small population is a fact. The development of high-end combat power is even better, and there is no phenomenon of lack of success. In general, Dakin's development has embarked on the fast track and is moving forward steadily. In the words of the Ming dynasty, the integration of the 2 places has been mostly half. It should be completely done after the festival is held in Kyushu. To tell the truth, among the 3 major countries, the Ming dynasty is now the busiest. After all, the population of the Ming dynasty is quite large. Today, the population and land have doubled. Zhu Kongba complains every day, but he is secretly happy in his heart. Every day, I think about stepping on Kyushu with my left foot and Dakin with my right foot. Fortunately, there was a virtuous Queen Ma who knocked him. And he also likes to take a group of princes and ministers, every once in a while, to take a spaceship to go around in space. It's called a wide range of horizons. And is about to join the 4th party of the kingdom's forces, the ninja forces. At the moment, in their embassy, a meeting is underway. They don't call it the 5 villages weapon fight now. It's called the Ninja Alliance. 4 days ago, when the 6 water gates were reincarnated, Fuyu looked at a group of resurrected ninjas, and high-level people from various countries. Inquire about joining the Ninja Alliance. Who is against? Who agrees? Those people looked at the silent 6 spots, between the pillars of 1,000 hands, between the pillars of 1,000 hands, and between the big barrels of wood and the night. Against 2 words, that is impossible to say. Therefore, the top priority of the entire ninja world today is to unify the entire ninja world. Today is the time for a meeting of the top leaders of the ninja world. Sitting on the main seat were Sasuke and Naruto. Because they are the ones who hold the authority bestowed by the source. Watergate lit up the light curtain and said, "It's only the last 5 years to go. It's good to be able to do this in 3 days. However, after the ninja world is unified, I will immediately apply for reincarnation and completely control the entire planet. When the time comes, even if the Big Barrel Wood clan comes, we don't have to be afraid of it on our own." And Fuyu on the side said, "This time, we in the ninja world, but we borrowed a large amount of points from the source, which is higher than Daming's debt. Ninjas are in the ninja world, and they didn't work before, they only knew how to take on tasks and engage in assassination. Now, in addition to receiving cultural courses, ninjas also have to go to the Doomsday Secret Realm to farm zombies. Moreover, with the bloodline, physique, ninjutsu, etc., of our ninja world, we will establish a top scientific research department with the power of a big country. This will be led by Orochimaru and Senju. And the development of the sacred tree is also our top priority. The high-level leaders of the villages, such as Yuan Wei, Wuyan, Yunyan, Shayan, and Yanyan, spoke one after another. There was a long talk about the development of the ninja world and the future of the allied countries. If you read a violent novel, go to Filu Novel Network. Lord Pillar, you might be a little busy these days. Over there in Kyushu, please go over and transform the desert. How much do they pay for the desert? The corner of Watergate's eyes twitched, and Nana said. It is not settled by points, but to help integrate our scientific and technological resources, as well as personnel and labor dispatch, etc., to pay. Huh. Big brother, for the development of the ninja world, you have to do a little more effort, and when the time comes, I will let people watch you from Kyushu. Qianshao naturally knew the temperament of the pillars, and he was afraid that he would run away to gamble. Haxi hot mom, you just go and plant your tree well, ha 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 ha. Mata, come and stay with me. Phew, you stinky shameless, what is the relationship between you and Madara? Tsuruma's wife, Uzumaki Mito glared at Madara, pulled Pillar's ears and walked out. I heard Tsuneji say, you and that lustful toad from Jiraiya go to the succubus cafe every day. No, no, I'm wronged. AHH. Why did you put the succubus cafe in such a conspicuous place? That's right, the succubus cafe has a cafe building dedicated to it. There are also succubi outside to pull people in at all times. It's not like other dungeons, it's a direct teleportation. People who can go in and out of the succubus cafe without changing their faces. Those are all characters who have become successful in refining physical skills. Apparently that's what happened from the beginning. He muttered, walked out of the cafe, and looked at his face full of spring breeze. He should have spent a lot of points. Leaving the cafe, 140 enters the bustling trading area. I thought of the dazzling changes in the ninja world in the past few days. Nagato. Nagato was resurrected, it was Jiraiya's plea, and even Yahiko was resurrected. They took the members of the Xiao organization to earn points, to do good deeds, accumulate virtues, and wash away their sins. There is another person, that is Itachi. His parents have forgiven him, but he can't forgive himself. Now he is forced by the Fuyu couple to stay at home every day to add ding to the Uchiha. It was atonement for his sins. Obito, on the other hand, is under Kakashi's plea, to build the ninja world and earn points, including Rin. It's a pity that Lin is resurrected, and she's just a child. Ha 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 ha. Ding. Origin notice. 1. New quest grading scheme. With the development of the raiders in the origin space and the increase of the secret realm, there is a crooked atmosphere in the origin, that is, lying to win, so a new strategy plan has been launched. Please take a closer look. Immediate implementation. 2. Origin Poke Poke Elf Royal 3 Family Event Preview. Connect to a special secret realm, Pokken World. A new world, new content, and new benefits for all raiders. Please look forward to it. Countdown to 30 days. Strategy for the All Heavens Dungeon, starting from the Biohive. Author, I'm chasing water in the sky. Chapter 98. Among the sacred mountains, Gun is the only one who is there. Skyfox may have taken his little brothers to the beautiful boy's house for dinner. Lillian is obsessed with the Pokken Fairy duel, and is in the 6 realms of reincarnation, looking for the reincarnation heavenly monarch and goddess, and going to the Pokken elf world for a duel together. It's fine, lest they have to go to some latitudes to wreak havoc, and they have to clean up the mess themselves. Gun's 5 fingers opened at this moment, and a glimmer of light seemed to explode in his hand. In an instant, as if the Big Bang, a universe appeared. The epic fingers are like pillars of heaven, turbulent in them. A bright line appeared in it, branching out into countless branches. In an instant, countless parallel worlds split and spawned within it. Like a dusty universe, densely packed into a field of colors, like a nebula. Shanna. A soft voice suddenly came. Shanaduo, you're back. Are they still fighting? Shanna. Super Shanaduo. Female Pokemon. Super attributes, fairy attributes. This is the Pokken that opens the world of Pokemon and draws Pokemon. There are 3 of them. Shanaduo, Tianzi, and Dream. They were all taken to the Pokken world by Lily and Reincarnation before to have a Pokken duel. I didn't expect Shanaduo to come back first. And as a raider, he is ready to enter this Poke world, but he has set up a lot of things. For example, the choice of the 3 families, each person can choose one. At the end of the era, I still prepared the classic Little Fire Dragon, Jenny Turtle, and Wonderful Frog Seeds. As for some of the strategy restrictions in the Pokken world, I won't say much about it now. Wait until the quest is opened. However, the opening of this announcement naturally still has many people paying attention to it. The Origin Intelligence Elf did not disappoint. There are several push messages about the Pokken world every day. For example, what is a Pokemon? Information on the cultivation and evolution of Pokemon. It still makes the raiders look forward to it. As for the classification of dungeons, there are problems such as admission restrictions. To be honest, the impact is, but not very big. For example, the multi-person dungeons in the daily dungeon have an impact, and many people can't brush those high-level dungeons. After all, it is limited by the level of entry. Even if there is no restriction on the entry level, it is a problem whether you can brush it or not. Daddy, this Pokemon is so beautiful, I want it. It's not open yet. Li Jing took Neza through the dungeon center and entered the trading area. Passing by the Succubus Cafe halfway, the sound of Brother Jing's call almost made Li Jing unable to walk. Pleasant goat. Neza shouted in surprise. Let the pleasant goat, who is buying a fairy grass with the boiling sheep, come back. It's Neza. Pleasant goat, what are you buying? Let's say it in advance, King Kong Barbie Neza, now has a muscular hunk body, but a daughter's heart. But it's not yet time for Tai to real people to use lotus root to reshape her daughter's body. Oh, we're collecting grass from a high-level immortal cultivator's daily secret realm. Well, good fellows, these raiders enter the secret realm. Especially in the high-level secret realm, even the grass on the ground has to be uprooted to see if it can be transplanted. Pleasant goat, they accept this, and naturally want to transplant it to the green grassland. Daddy, I'm going to play in the world of Pleasant Goat, you talk to your mother. Okay, there you go. Watched Neza pick up a large bundle of grass and follow the Pleasant Goat and leave. Li Jing sighed in his heart, Zhaor has grown up. Bite. You have a spending of 10,000 points. The sudden consumption reminder made Li Jing stunned. If you read a violent novel, go to Fila Novel Network. Looking at it again, it turned out to be Mrs. Li. I took care of Jinza, polished it, and applied some elixir to Maza. Li Jing's eldest son, Jinja, is a piece of gold ingot. The second son, Maza, is a piece of wood. Plus the third son, King Kong Barbie. Well, don't ask, why Mrs. Li gave birth to such strange things. Li Jing was a little decadent and a little congested. Only the succubus girl in the cafe can comfort her wounded heart. I don't know if Master Li has gone to find comfort. I only know that Lord Li helped the ninja world last time, and gave the big barrelwood Kagaya a piece of experience. What does it mean to be 100% empty-handed after receiving the white blade? The points earned by that order are almost gone. And in front of the cafe, a child with a large frame of glasses stood here. Little brother, you're still a little bit old, here, I can't let you in. A succubus with black cat ears on his head and a wagging slender tail said to Shinichi Kudo. No, it should be called Edogawa Konan now. No, no, thank you. He spoke awkwardly to the succubus and left in the succubus laughter. It's really an incredible place, the heavens and all the worlds, magic, cultivating immortals, fighting spirit, ninjutsu, monsters, secret realm. Walking to the center of the secret realm, there are all kinds of people. Secret realm. Konan-kun glanced through the various dungeon secret realms one by one and found a classification option. Suspense, Thriller, horror. Interesting. Dungeon Curse Secret Realm. A child is in a strange mood and his parents are missing. Mission: adjust the movement of his parents, or avoid the pursuit. Note that this quest is a single-player dungeon, and you can't use extraordinary powers, and the mystery of the mystery and escape suspense thriller dungeon will not die, and the raider who fails this dungeon will not die. Investigate the disappearance of a husband and wife. It's just boring, solve a case and have fun. When Conan Jun was about to choose the Cursed Dungeon Secret Realm, he happened to see another Dungeon Secret Realm information. Immediately caught his attention. Dungeon Orient Express Murder Secret Realm. On a train called the Orient Express, a rich man died inexplicably. Not. Mission: investigate the death of a wealthy man. Note: this quest is a single-player dungeon, you can't use extraordinary power, puzzle solving and escape suspense thriller dungeon secret realm, this dungeon fails the raider will not die. Train murder. Conan Jun lifted his glasses, and a fine light flashed inexplicably. The hand that was originally going to choose the dungeon of the Curse Secret Realm moved to the murder of the Orient Express on the light curtain. Swish. The next moment, Conan found himself in another world. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Strategy for the All Heavens Dungeon, starting from the Biohive. Author: I'm Chasing Water in the Sky. Chapter 99. SHH. The inexplicable Black Hand was a little disappointed, but he didn't pit the 10,000-year-old elementary school students. Behind the scenes, pout. Role-playing Dungeon Secret Realm, let elementary school students experience it first. That's right. This is the latest classification of secret realms sorted out by the era, role-playing Dungeon Secret Realms. It's not fully open yet, and I just happened to see the Grim Reaper elementary schoolboy, so I asked him to try it first. There are all kinds of restrictions in this kind of secret realm. You can play the main role, or a supporting role, for a complete story. And similar to the plot of the Orient Express murder that Conan ran to, this kind of dungeon secret realm for detectives to solve puzzles is actually not dangerous. It's just a matter of cracking a plot case. But there are limitations, of course. For example, supernatural powers are restricted, supernatural items cannot be used, and so on. For example, you can't disclose the plot or case information at the source, so as not to reduce the difficulty of other people's strategies, or a sense of expectation. And The Grudge. It's role-playing, but it's in the battle royale genre. Again, you can't use supernatural powers, etc. But you can rely on the props in the secret realm, or information, or your own mind. After surviving for a few days, or escaping a few pursuits, you can complete the mission with 770. Originally, these secret realms were naturally ordinary, random rated copies. But in order to fill the fun of the secret realm of the origin dungeon, the epoch came to such a hand. In addition to the above multi-dimensional unlimited copies of the secret territory, there is another kind. For example, this Final Fantasy dungeon Uncharted realm kept by Anux. It's with Tifa and Alice. The Arrow was reluctant to let it out. Isn't it fragrant to go in and raid by yourself? The epoch took this slowly, looking at a few more important and interesting dungeon secret realms. Dungeon Arad Warrior Secret Realm. Unlimited admission. Secret specialty, enhancement, increase, class, abyss, gift pack, Krypton. To be opened. Quest Pokken Elf Secret Realm. Unlimited admission. Secret specialty, Poke Elf, Gym Duel, Elf Duel. Countdown open. Dungeon Universe Warframe Secret Realm. Unlimited admission. Secret specialty, Liver, War Armor. To be opened. These are some of the more interesting ones that Epoch found. In addition to these, there are also some secret realms of the cultivation world, or secret realms of cultivating immortals. Naturally, there are also these extraordinary elixirs. But now the power of the four powers is not stable enough. After opening, it is not possible to put a lot of energy into it. So, you can wait a little longer. After the Kyushu festival, it should begin to launch transcendent teaching throughout the country. Technology starts, and the extraordinary must also keep up. It's a pity that their scientific research strength, and scientific researchers, and so on, are not good. For example, the copy of the three-body civilization, don't open it yourself now. Daming, this is a poor ghost. Zukongba, this guy, came over to cry with a sad face. 2 days ago, I borrowed a large amount of points in the source. However, when they stabilize and exert their strength, they should have a lot of potential. And the Ninja Alliance is similar to Daming, the only advantage is that they have a lot of high-end combat power. Dakin, on the other hand, has developed steadily, and has learned the essence of a stable character and a go character from Kyushu. If you read a violent novel, go to Filu Novel Network. Look at it if you don't believe it. Beigia has no sense of existence for a while. In fact, they are secretly working hard to develop and grow. After all, in addition to the warriors of Great Qin, they also have hundreds of disciples. The people of Great Qin is also attacking the secret realm. And when these people attack the secret realm, they need to hand over a certain percentage of points or props to the imperial court. At this moment, in the rivers and lakes, it was the Dragon Guardian Villa who organized the Jianghu sect to do this. The people of the Ming dynasty have not yet participated, integrating the world and stabilizing people's livelihood first. Most of the ninja community is still in a state of internal integration. And Kyushu will also wait for the celebration to let the people step into the secret realm of the heavens step by step. And except for these kingdom powers, the scattered forces are also growing and growing. They have the advantage that they will not be entangled in the development of people's livelihood. For example, the hegemony of the Tianxia society, as long as he runs his own Tianxia association. Zhang Sanfan only needs to run his own Wuodang. Or like Simon boasting, Lu Xiaofeng, or Dugu seeking defeat, Gu Mazai these people. Even if you just take care of yourself. At most, if you pick some masters from your own world and come out of your own destiny, it can be regarded as a group. What's more, like the Dragon Maid, she has almost no desires. Every day is to come into play, eat food, or go shopping in various worlds and secret places. It's time to find something to do for them. Gun muttered, the chaotic entry into the secret realm was a surprise for them. Wait for the Kyushu celebration, reincarnation will be established, and give them a chaotic secret realm. Recognize them as a model for the heavenly origin raiders. I don't know what the hell is going on in Kyushu. It's been a really busy few days. But it's almost busy, the extraordinary education of the whole people, and the heavenly strategy plan can be regarded as preliminarily done. Kyushu. An ordinary person who participated in the zombie secret realm strategy early, Chen Feng. Now he has become a pair with his boss, manager Fang Fang. It can be regarded as living and dancing together in the secret realm of zombies. After some wind and rain, Chen Feng opened the latest, pure Kyushu-made tablet. On the day of the national celebration in Kyushu, there will be an announcement of major events that will benefit the whole people. The latest mysterious weapons display, walking in the sky of Qingluan. Super large mysterious space bases, moon bases, and Mars bases. All kinds of news on the internet spread all over Kyushu and the world. A netizen from a certain stick country said, all the things in Kyushu are stealing our great sticks, and I despise them. A netizen from Sakurajima said, Kyushu, I don't pay attention to it, but they like to mention old things, and they should look forward. A netizen of a certain white elephant said, do you eat curry? To be honest, people abroad don't pay much attention to Kyushu. But now, Kyushu is coming with the festival just around the corner. Many untrue and false messages have been posted on the internet. Combined with the changes in Kyushu this time, it still made many people with a heart discover that Kyushu was secretly undergoing great changes. For example, the repatriation of non-Kyushu people is still a very tough attitude. This move annoyed foreign countries. But I have to say that the people in Kyushu are still quite happy. But there's a lot of change. Strategy for the All Heavens Dungeon, starting from the Biohive. Author, I'm chasing water in the sky. Chapter 100. The changes in Kyushu have penetrated into all aspects. Take the technology industry, for example. Can you believe that all of a sudden, Kyushu has broken through the blockade of science and technology and overturned all the high-tech industries in one go? Those things that stuck their necks actually became a thing of the past in an instant. For example, the well-known chip, and power, etc. In recent months, Kyushu has almost had a science and technology explosion. It's dazzling and goes deep into various industries. The people who eat melons are happy on the one hand, and guess on the other. Did Kyushu dig up alien technology? But the private sector is only those of large enterprises, high-tech industry executives or employees. There are also people who have been sent to various worlds to assist. Only those who fight the zombie secret realm like Chenfeng will know some information. But not much. Chenfeng, it seems that the above is going to make some big moves this time. That's not good. A cold glint flashed in Chenfeng's eyes. Compared to himself a few months ago, he was like two people. Fang Fang didn't say much, and looked at the tablet around Chenfeng. What kind of Qingluan is this? It should be a second-generation aerospace carrier-based aircraft. How to take this out? This thing is of little use to us now. Direct spaceship, where to put fighters, isn't it all casual? And of the aerospace aircraft carrier. Chenfeng shook his head, thinking about the small talk with the warrior in the secret realm. It's still useful. I heard that these things are on the third and fourth generation aircraft. In addition to cutting-edge technology, there is also extraordinary technology. Got it to deal with some other worlds. Other world. Fang Fang's eyes lit up, but he sighed. Our level and point contribution are not enough, and we can't enter the transcendent world. It's a pity. What a pity. Chenfeng smiled and said. Once this celebration is over, those of us who have taken the lead in the zombie world, as long as we do a good job, will definitely be reused. Moreover, this celebration must not be simple, and it has now smashed all the dirt of the past. After this celebration, our Kyushu must be taking off. Chenfeng, who was excited, and Fang Fang slept with a vision of a better future in Kyushu. Waiting for the moment of the Kyushu celebration. In the past few days, in the origin, with the arrival of the Kyushu celebration, it has also been a little more festive. The scattered forces have all received invitations from Kyushu. Needless to say, the power of the kingdom is self-explanatory. Moreover, Kyushu is very open this time and does not hide anything. For example, on the news broadcast tonight. Welcome to today's news broadcast. I'm the host Bing Bing. First of all, I would like to introduce you to the main content of this show. The Kyushu celebration is approaching, and all strategic partners have come to visit. Fusu, the crown prince of the Great Qin Empire, at 10 o'clock this morning, and Li Si, the prime minister of Great Qin, have entered Kyoto to check in. Zhu Biao, the crown prince of the Ming Empire, stayed in Kyoto at 11 o'clock this morning, accompanied by the Ming Taifu and Suda, the Duke of Wei. The Prince of the Ninja Alliance, Naruto Uzumaki, and Sasuke Uchiha, accompanied by the ancestor of the ninja world, Kaguya, stayed in Kyoto at 12 o'clock at noon today. In the afternoon, the Tianxiawai, Wuodane, Jozu and other forces visited one after another. Kyushu has conducted in-depth exchanges with strategic partners, and has conducted national discussions and cooperation on people's livelihood development, business development, education, military equipment, etc. This exchange is meaningful and benefits billions of people and people. People. I'm afraid it's not a fake official. Read the violent novel, go to the Filu novel network. But there is a picture and a truth. Didn't you see that 40 or 50 meter tall chimpanzee, King Kong? According to the news, this King Kong is a partner of the Kyushu Biotechnology Engineering Institute. I believe you're a ghost. I'm afraid this isn't the object of your research. Also, the girl with dragon horns and dragon tail has a world-class figure. And the members of the Ninja Alliance. The girl with long hair who walks without feet and floats directly has 3 eyeballs. Not to mention these, the main thing, what are those 2? The Great Qin Empire, the Great Ming Empire. Prince Fusu, Prince Zhu Biao. Hey, we've read the history of Kyushu. Officials ignore online comments. But artificial intelligence, naturally, will still control these on the internet, and then continue to monitor foreign countries. Asking for advice, I just got off work, I'm about to play a game, what are you talking about Dakin, gaming or something, did I just connect to the internet? What kind of game are you playing? Hit the street and go to see the internet is going to blow up. Wow, the force known as the dragon today, that little, cutest little sister, came to me and ate so many desserts. Wow, it's true, it's cute, is this really a dragon? The one who ate dessert with her, the barefoot white-haired little girl, has appeared in the magic capital for another 2 or 3 months. Well, I've seen it too, whose daughter is this? Don't talk nonsense, you don't need to be too tight now, I can talk about it. You say. Speak quickly. This little girl, known as the White Tiger General, can't say specifically, but there is one thing you have to know, that is, she can slap the entire demon into scum. And this kind of General White Tiger has it in the whole of Kyushu. Why are you bluffing me? It's true, my name in Kyoto is Soryu. Hee, my sheep are all named Su and Wyu. I'm here too, I'm all Suzaku. Good guy, what has happened to our country? Hee, I'm a small driver, specializing in delivery, well, the kind that crosses the world, anyway, Kinglu is so fun. No wonder, the boss of our company went to a meeting a few days ago, and when he came back, he lost his soul. What company are you? Hungzinjerky, who makes shoes, now I finally know why the boss is like that. I still wonder who I sell so many shoes to, but most of them are sold to another world. We too, since the boss held a meeting not long ago, the export sales have been completely cancelled, but the special company has not collapsed, and we have to work overtime every day. What do you have here? I accompanied the boss directly to the other world to talk about business, and now there is a factory, building bridges and paving roads. The country seems to have exploded, and everyone stays up all night, chatting about interesting things. Those information from another world that was originally kept silent was also revealed. And abroad, it also exploded at the moment. Lose.